Okay, little project today. Gonna drop the gas tank. So, basically we have straps that are hooked into the back, and then there's nuts on these hangers on this side. I have an extra auxiliary pump that's hooked up that I was able to drain a bit more gas out of. I ran it, as low as I felt comfortable running it around town. Disconnected the things. I have a replacement line, vent line, and I have a replacement elbow. Actually, there was a makeshift one in there, and so got this from Van's Auto, and here's the correct molded elbow. And so I'll do that, and then I'm going to use regular fuel line to replace the let's see, is it this side? Yeah, the vent line that goes up and in. But since the previous owner put truck bed liner, I'm gonna have to do some cutting or drilling to get it out, because there's a clamp on the other end of the vent line that I can't get to, can't remove, and I don't want sparks flying with the tank here. So tank's mostly empty, maybe a little bit left. I got my scissor jack and a roundy dealy, and we're gonna try lowering it. All right, got it out relatively easy. I mean, I ran it really low. There's still, though, about, I don't know, we're 2.5 gallons in there towards the bottom. We were well under E. I have it flipped upside down, and what I did was I just cut the vent line because I knew I wasn't going to reuse it. I knew it was crispy, and so now I can fully drain the tank, leaning it. I don't know if I'm going to reuse the gas or the gas. So, the gas is fresh, obviously, but I'll look for crud. I'm also leaving some gas in there because this being upside down, it's giving me an idea of whether there's any leaks in the top. And so far, no. There's some interesting sound deadening on it. But yeah, all in all, no. So nothing on the bottom, although I don't know if it looks like it was patched at one point. But it's been holding. And yeah, we got most of the gas out. I'm just gonna let it seep, see if there's any pinholes that I'm not seeing. Because I was getting some gas vapor in the cabin, a lot actually, but I think it was due to an issue that I caused myself. So anyway, we'll see. All right, get a peek of this underside. Everything's in good condition. Again, I've got this auxiliary pump, so there's some extra wiring, all that. Yeah, I mean, it's fresh. Fresh. A little rot right there, but again, nothing like 69, who cares? So I'll be able to get off this hose really easy now. Get that vent line in. I'll put it on the tank first and then just secure it to the other side. And then the fun part now will be disconnecting this. And then the plan, I think, is to cut a small section here and here, then be able to cut the band clip, or the hose clamp, but it's crimp style, in there, and then replace the line while simultaneously checking the fuel filler to see if it's spill-proof or airtight, or if it's got pinholes or whatever. So we shall see. All right, everything else to this point has been pretty smooth and easily reversible. But once we cut this, although I've got line, I gotta commit to getting it out. I'm gonna cut it like here, JIC, because I could put a connector in briefly if it's really giving me a hard time. But yeah, probably, again, everything's out. Now I don't know if I should put some water through the filler just to get any fuel out, because there might be some sparks, but I think we've got the main source gone. So, but yeah, not a whole lot of room. I think best course of action is going to be to do some drilling, because like getting a Dremel in there or cutting blade, Sawzall, and not nicking or putting some damage to the fuel filler could be difficult. Alright, so here's the vent line, and yeah, this thing, I don't know if it's original but it is rock hard. Had to cut it to get it to wiggle loose. So this was the right way to go, at least getting everything out and just snipping these lines and putting fresh ones in. Alright, and for you young kids, can't believe I'm saying that, there's a hard line connector, and then this is what I'm talking about. This is the crimp style hose clamps. You put them on with a tool that literally pinches the metal, and these are a pain to get off. Usually I end up dremeling them off, and this hose is as solid as a rock. So let's see, I don't think there's any rot. We'll check the issue, but this thing seems to be doing all right. Obviously might be a good idea to just get a piece of new piece of steel, but I'll have soft lines, so it'll be easy to replace this at a later point. I don't think I ever posted the video, but the way to access the filler line, the filler tube, is actually through the taillight. You take the taillight off, you'll be able to see in there, there's the cavern, or there's a little room that exists. Probably should get my spare gas out of here too. My other spare gas. There's this little boxed in room. It's not accessible from inside the car. It's all welded shut. And your filler neck's in there. And so if you want to remove your filler neck, if you've got a van where the screws haven't been gigantically painted over, you'd loosen these screws, get rid of that panel, and you'd be able to take the whole thing out, which includes a long metal vent line that then meets up to a soft clamp, or a soft hose, which has one of those crimp style hose clamps, but it's right at the bottom, but not on the outside. Unfortunately, it is just above the gasket line, and so getting something in there is going to be, fun. But again, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to you could drop it all down by taking those screws out and dropping your filler neck, but I can't do that, so fun times. All right, got the tank totally drained. Barely any crud in the whole thing. The color of this would make me believe we're gonna find a newer kit. Oh yeah, sparkling. Look at that. Great shape. New, but not too new. It's not plastic. But everything here is in great shape. All the connections. Probably should have gotten a new gasket. Let's take a peek. Fantastic. Some scale on the top, but overall, very clean tank. So, yay! Saves $280. All right, well, she's packaged back up. I got this vertical. I don't know if that's gonna help. I don't know. I think it might have been slightly offset before, but take pictures. This is the top of the tank, obviously. Yeah, so no leaks. And it already had some Dynamat on it, which I've got some extra, so I'll probably continue. Yeah, that's just like tape. I don't know. I might put some more on. But it's, you know, it's doing its job. You know? So, we shall see. But everything's pretty good. I barely spilled any gas. So, now it's just doing that vent hose, and we'll see. Alright, here's the view of inside. And as you can see, it's way down there. It's actually tucked behind. Let's see. You can't even see it well, but it's back there. Alright, success. But, just to show you, she's rotted. Only at this one part. I think it's like right at the juncture. So, we are going to probably cut that piece off and then just run the hose higher. Really high, maybe. To be continued. Okay, so here's what we ended up doing. Cut it twice, there and there. Attach a new fuel line that goes all the way down through a bigger opening. I'll make a gasket to seal it up, and then meets with all the new stuff and all new hoses, and we should be good to go. But we'll see. So far, so good. This is all done. No gas smell in there. We'll see if she fills up. $13. Not a drop spilling. It's getting higher. No gas smell. Slow the rate. Oop, door slam shut. Nothing so far. It says we're at 20 gallons. Yep, overflow. All right. No wetness. Obviously got some fuel over here.